I'm Bear Grylls with an eye. I've served in every branch of the Madagascaran military. I've climbed to the summit of Everest and descended to the depths of the Grand Canyon. Now I'm in perilous western New York. Between the extreme climate and wide range of dangerous animals, my survival skills will be pushed to their limits. I'm gonna show you the techniques you need to survive.
I'm Bear Grylls with an eye, and I'm in Western New York, a very dangerous region of North America, filled with wolves and giant snakes. I'm going to be putting myself in the spot of a stranded bird watcher. But I'll be able to make it out through my wits, and my knife, and with my heart and courage. All right, off I go. Well, here I am stranded in Western New York. I have no sense of direction, no food, no water, no shelter. So the first thing I'm gonna get is a sense of direction. Using the trajectory of the sun, I'll place the stick in the ground and see how it casts a shadow? Well, in 15 minutes, because of the law of cosine over tangent, it will create a right angle. So I'm gonna put this stick right here, and I'm gonna come back in 15 minutes, then we'll do our calculations, you know, on the ground. It's kind of African. All right? All right, now this was our original stick. As you can see, the shadow moved from here to here. That is about an 88 degree angle, which means the sun's shining and it sets in the east and rises in the west in this part of the northern hemisphere. That way's north.
The best way to beat this type of terrain is to tackle it head on.
Oh, well, looky there. This could be really useful. There's lots of things in Western New York, lots of trash. In areas which have not been developed, you'll find pieces of garbage like this, which can be very useful later on. It's starting to get late, and I must make a shelter to protect me from the elements before it gets really late and really scary. Now, to make a good shelter, I'm gonna need to find a good spot. Like, oh, look at this. This spot here is perfect. It's got all the essentials that you need for a great shelter. It's got easily attainable lumber. It's very important to collect your supplies first. So I'm gonna gather all these sticks around here, which I may possibly use. Now, I'm going to want to get very, very high off the ground. Off the ground to protect myself from animals that may be out in the woods, like wolves, anacondas, cougars, mountain cats, wolverines, wildcats, hornets, alligators, crocodiles, pumas, mongooses, platypuses, kangaroos. The wild antelope, found only in Western New York, is especially dangerous with its giant horns and antlers.
Birch is the best kind of wood to use when building a shelter. It is light and very easy to carry.
Come on! See? Now I'm checking to make sure there's no live termites in here. If they were, they could bite me in my sleep, kind of like bed bugs. Ah, I see some good supplies up there. Got it. Here I've assembled all my supplies. And we'll start with the frame. And that's about all I need for my frame. I am gonna weave this one in through here to provide rain repellent. And now I'm done. This will weather me through any storm which may come my way. If you remember, when I first landed here, I did not have a sense of direction, water, food, or shelter. Well, now I'm gonna solve the problem of me not having any water. You must be very, very careful about the water you drink out in the wild. This is because it can be filled with nasty parasites and bacteria, which will make you sick. Now I'm going to show you this ancient water filtration method used by the early settlers. I'm going to place the screen in the creek and put the water bottle on the other side so the water flows through the stream, through the screen, into the water bottle. This will filter out all the parasites and bacteria, making it safe to drink. Look at how beautiful and clean that water looks. This is gonna be good. Refreshing. Boiling is very overrated. This is much better. Now for dinner tonight, I'm gonna trap an animal. I'm gonna do this by digging a pit trap. It's very close to my shelter, so I can conserve energy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dig in with the stick around the edge of this area, which I want to be my pit. Get this big rock out of the way. Now, to cover it up, I shall lay some sticks across. Gonna weave this one in and out. I'm gonna gather my leaves, put it on over top. Now the animals won't see it. It looks just like the rest of the ground. These got little bitty thorns on them. See, there's one right there. You want to be very careful that you don't prick yourself on one of those because it hurts a lot and bleeds. So this will be my bait. All right, I'm gonna place my bait right here in the middle of the pit where it will attract a lot of attention. Hopefully we'll get something in the morning.
It's getting very, very cold. The nights in Western New York are always a lot different than the days are. If it's hot in the day, it will be freezing at night. And if it's cold in the day... Did you hear that? There's wolves. Oh no, I must make a lot of noise now. It will scare them away. I can't tell. Let me listen. I'll put my ears to the ground and I will hear their footsteps. They're coming closer. Yes, they're leaving now. That trick saved me once when I was in the southern Canadian Smoky Mountains.
The humidity can just be so oppressive, and the cold and the heat. It's always changing here in Western New York. This by far has to be one of the toughest places to survive, especially with all the nighttime activity with animals and the giant snakes. But one must try and get that shut-eye, that beauty rest.